Hey guys. Alright, take three. So I don't know what I've said, what I haven't said, but I'm going to kind of go back. Happy Tea Time Tuesday, by the way. My phone keeps cutting off because of storage. It's an older phone that I film on, but I've deleted literally everything I could possibly delete, and then some. So I don't know. Um, Alright, so I use this Simon Says stamp big background. It's called Leaves and Berries, and I just inked that up in some Hero Hues Unicorn Pigment White ink, and this is my favorite white ink. And I didn't emboss it, I just wanted a really delicate kind of look, so I just inked that, and then this, and this is going to cover up that, so I just didn't ink the bottom. So I'm putting this little paper on, kind of like as our tea party tablecloth, I guess you'd say. And let's see. So I colored in our teapots and our teacups with this pink peony and a little bit of a green. So I'm going to try to set these up here. I did one in green, but I don't know. I was going to cut that off. Pretty sure I still am. I don't know. I'm just going to trim around here for right now and make that a little bit rounded. I want to stack them in my mind. So we'll see if they're stackable. Oh, God. Oh, I almost cut off the handle. Well, I don't think it's going to matter because I can glue it down. So there's that. And then I cut this in white, but I don't think I want it in white now. Oh no. I feel like I should do the green to pick up the green, but then there's a little blue there. I almost think I should do the blue to bring out more of the blue. And then kind of want to do a brown. I did cut one more, so you know what? I'm going to try it. Let me switch to another thing here. I'm going to try one in brown and see what we think about that. And I might change that teacup to brown instead of green because it's a pretty bright green. It doesn't look that bright. I used the Shadow Creek from Altenew, but it's pretty bright now that I look at it. Alrighty. So how y'all been? I've just been doing this video over and over and over. No, I'm doing good. Still pretty much quarantined. I did go do a food run, get some groceries, but I literally like suited up. I had on goggles and those new goggles I think I was telling you guys about already. I guess that's about the center of it. So my goggles and my mask and my gloves, and I was fine with that. Nobody knows me, I don't care. And if they did, they probably couldn't tell who it was under there anyway. I'm not really feeling that. Let me try it on the other side in the pink. Just quickly. I could do a dark, well, I could just do a double layer in this and do a little bit darker pink. It's only going to show on one basic side anyway because we're going to fold it. So if I just keep going over it. I like to do tone on tone cards anyway. I know I don't do them on here very much, but when I do them off camera more, and makes for a really quick card too. And it always turns out good, always. So, like those tone on tone things. Okay, so let's bring that down and try it. Doesn't matter if it's not cut the right way, nobody's gonna know. Okay, I do. I think I like that better. I don't know why. And I don't like that green. So let's just put a little pink over the green and see how that turns out. Ooh, not very well. Not very well at all. Okay, so now let's go over it in brown. Let's do another brown. I got out this frayed burlap too. That could be okay. Let me try that. And then it'll sort of mute some of the green, I think. Or I could not be lazy and cut out another whole cup. Usually I cut out extra, but I only cut out extra of the other things, of course. Isn't that just the way it goes? Yeah, okay. I like that, okay. Alright, so I think I like that better than the white. What do you guys think? Because this is like beige, and I don't know. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to add, I cut out some words. I did a tea-rific. You're just my cup of tea. And I also cut out, there's always time for tea. That's too small. I think you're my cup of tea. Or tea-rific. I believe you're my cup of tea. So let me ask you guys a quick question. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. So I'll glue that. What is your favorite retirement card set? I have a wonderful guy that I've worked with for a long time who is retiring, and I'm going to miss him like crazy. We work very closely together, and we do lots of like home visits and things like that together, and just we're literally like right beside of each other at work, office wise and everything. So their jobs sort of sometimes they overlap, I guess you could say. And so anyway, but he's leaving and retiring, and I don't really have any good retirement cards I have found. So what type of retirement stamps? I think that's centered. Okay. It's going to stick over the edge a little bit. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But if I cut it off, I lose those corners. So I'm not sure about that. But we'll see. Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just put a strip of glue back here. Because it's not really going to, I mean, not a strip of glue, but a strip of tape to kind of hold it. So I don't think that's going to matter. And then we'll figure out the front. I think that's centered. Yes. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess I'll just glue that down there. But, yeah. Okay. So before I do that, because I'm going to puffy tape that part up. So I need to see where I want this. Pretty much just want that where it is, and I don't think I can pop it up because, well, I could. I don't know. So thank you guys, by the way, for your awesome response on my last video. Actually, I guess you guys have emailed me more than commented. I'd love for some other people to see your all's comments, but some of you guys don't really feel comfortable, and I understand that, asking some of the questions you ask me online, like in front of everybody. And I'm an open book. I don't really care, so I'll tell y'all about it. Well, as far as the, okay, so now we're going to do that part. Puffy tape, where are you? As far as my prepping for the food stuff. So you guys have asked me very, very detailed questions, like exactly what I prep. I don't know if you mean like brands, or like I can go over, I'll try to go over in a lot of detail, all I can, I guess. I'm not really sure, like I'm not an expert prepper by any means, I don't want you guys to think that I am, because I am just stumbling my way through and kind of freaking out and whatever. So I'm just learning. So I don't want you to take what I say as like a hard truth, because there are way better ways to do it. I'm basically just learning from YouTube myself. But I'll definitely be glad to make a video of, it may take a couple of videos, of like exactly what I'm getting. And that may not be, okay, you know what? I don't know why I'm just doing that, because I need to do the whole card. But anyway, I don't know what I get is what, you know, would work for you or your family. I'm just basically buying what I like. You know, one of their tips is buy what you eat what you like, you know, or buy what you like, eat what you like kind of thing. Prep what works for you. And then, you know, there's all the normal prep stuff that they recommend, but so I'm trying to get some things I've liked. I'll do a video too about a lot of my mistakes, because there's already been quite a few, and I don't want you guys to make the same ones if you're asking, because you're, you know, going to do it as well. But I'll do a whole video about that coming up, and we'll see how that goes. So, but I'm glad you're interested, because it's really fascinating to me right now. So, because that's totally what I'm into, what I'm thinking about, and all that good stuff right now. So, all right. So I'm going to use this fine line glue thing here again that I should have had turned upside down a little bit, but it's weird. It's like, how many times do you twist it? Is it stuck? Okay, I guess the needle goes in there so it doesn't stick. Okay. I'll tell you about my new shelf I bought. I'm excited about that for prepping. That's actually why I had to go out the other day to Lowe's. I'd ordered a new refrigerator, and also I actually wanted a freezer, and I kept trying, and they'd call different Lowe's and check different Lowe's, and the three within a basic driving distance of me were all sold out. They couldn't get any from any of the warehouses and things like that. They said since the coronavirus, there had been just a huge run on them, and they didn't expect them back before maybe the end of summer or possibly fall. So I was like, wow. But I was kind of going with a just a basic, all right, a basic freezer. I have to put glue on that too. I think I could almost get away with putting tape, but I don't know if tape would show with those little tiny dotted lines. Anyway, so I ended up, and I have a way like 25 years old refrigerator. I have another one actually too. It's a little bit newer, but the one is like super duper old. So, and I wanted the freezer to kind of stock up on some meat and things like that. And I wanted one for a while anyway, actually, just because theirs was so old. But every time the power goes out, the refrigerator, you know, naturally goes off, and then it doesn't want to start again. And my father has to shake it, and it will usually like come back to life. And sometimes it will have been off for like a couple of days, and then it will decide to come back on, and after some shaking. So I know it's going, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of on its last legs. And so I thought maybe this was the time to invest in one of those, and it would be possibly a better investment than a freezer anyway. Even though I really, really, really wanted a freezer. But, alright. Make sure that's tucked down in there so it's like it's sitting on the table. And then we'll tilt this one a little bit. And so anyway, so they said they didn't have any fridge. So then, you know, I talked to the lady for a little while, and so I decided to get a refrigerator. Well, so I did it, and I ordered it, and she told me that they had, I think there was 4 in stock. And I was like, are you sure that, you know, it's mine? You're not going to sell out or anything before we get off the phone here or whatever? And she's like, nope, you know, you've ordered it. It's yours. It'll be delivered on whatever day it was. And and it was like, if anything's over $300, I think it's free delivery. So that was awesome. And so I went ahead and added a kind of like a garage type shelf, like a black plasticky sort of storage shelf. And I thought it'd be great for canned foods and different things and whatever. So I cannot, it doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm just going to color this up a little bit. With the Wink Stella, you know, you guys know how to do that. And then we're going to put everything at the bottom, and then it won't be long. We'll add some flowers and we'll be done. So anyway, so then the day before my refrigerator was supposed to arrive, they called and said they didn't have it. And let's see, was that the first time? No, that's not the first time. Okay, so then they called me back and said they ran out of it or something, but she would upgrade me for free. So I was like, cool, that sounds good, you know, whatever. And so I got a little bit more expensive one, and I thought, yeah, you know, not much bigger, but a tiny bit. And okay. So anyway, then they called me, and the day before it was supposed to come, and said that it was out or whatever. I was like, how can it be out? You had them there. It was mine. And also that they might get them the following Thursday in, and if it came on the truck, they would, you know, go ahead and place an order or whatever. And if it came on the truck, then they would bring it, I think, on that Friday. And so I was like, no, you said it was mine. I want it. And I was nice. I mean, I know it's kind of crazy times and not their fault, but so I said, well, let me, you know, talk to the manager girl again. And I talked to her last time. Her name was Grace. She was very nice. And so I talked to her, and she ended up working it out or whatever. I got a different refrigerator, and so that they could still come the following day that they were supposed to. So I was like, all right, cool. Please don't forget my shelf. You know, my shelf was ordered with it. I really want this stinking shelf. And so they came, they delivered it. I just let them have them put it on the porch, and then we had a dolly and took it in because I didn't want like strangers in the house during coronavirus time. So I'm going to go ahead and make a still of this just a little bit too. So they brought it, and I had them go ahead and take it out of the box. I just kind of glanced at it, nothing real major. But so when I got it to the kitchen, then I went over, and that's a whole nother story. But anyway, it didn't fit the way I thought it was going to fit. So now I have two that are like side by side, and it looks awful, but it's okay. So anyway, there's this big dent in the back, huge dent. And so, and I asked the guys if they had the shelf. They didn't have the shelf either, so I went ahead and called her. And so she ended up giving me a $100 gift card, and then I would go get the shelf in a few days. So I did go get the shelf, and gift card was waiting and all that good stuff. So that was nice. And okay, so can you guys see? This is like a rose gold kind of thing, and so are these. So we're going to put a few of these around. Just sprinkle a few out there. Alrighty. I'm going to get the bigger glue here. Need something to get that off. Okay. So, let's see here. I don't know. We'll just start putting dots here and there. Okay. Need that little thingy, which doesn't really help that much anymore, but we'll try. So anyway, I did get it finally, and I really like it. It helps me spread out all my stuff. But most importantly, I have that freezer space, which was what I was wanting. And so that's been great. And but now it almost looks like I don't have any food in the refrigerator because it's like spread out into 3, and it kind of freaks me out. So anyway, but while I was up there, then I ended up going to Sam's Club, and it's kind of like a buy in bulk kind of place, you know. And alright, so I like that, but what else? Flowers. Always flowers. Almost forgot these. These are from Hobby Lobby, the Paper Studio. They're not the best little flowers, but I do like those little pearls and things. And if you layer them together, it's kind of like it comes out okay. Maybe over here. But I like that one. Alright, those 3 maybe. I did get my shelf put up, and or should I put them down here? How about there? I think I like that better. Okay, so got my shelf put together, and I'm sorting out the pantry. My pantry room is a hot mess. It's a mismatch of everything, like old. We had some like 25, 30-year-old like metal cabinets. Had him put those up on the wall. There's an old what do you call it, computer desk that I used to have, and we cut the top off and saved that for storage. We put that up on the wall, and then I have an old metal bookshelf that was like just in the garage, and so we put that up, and then I did purchase this shelf just because the other one was black, and anyway, and then my grandmother's old what were they, like brown type cabinets, would look, I guess, cabinets for the bottom, but nobody's going to see in there, so I don't really care what it looks like. I mean, I'd love to have one of those beautiful prepper pantries that I see on YouTube, but I just need it to function pretty much, so it is what it is, and makes me happy because I can sort it all out now and kind of see what I'm missing and where my holes are and where I want to continue and all that good stuff, so alright, but I will do a video on that, and like I said, thanks for all the great questions and things, and I'll try to cover everything. I'm going to make a little list or something so I won't, like, forget, I guess. But anyway, so come on over for a nice cup of tea, and while we talk about all this stuff, talk about all the world's problems, you know. Alright, so you're my cup of tea. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Yay, the phone made it. Yay, maybe that deleting stuff worked. Bye, y'all.